My name is Victor, and today I want to take you through the process of what I call the best day trading strategy. So, as a day trader, of course, I advise every Forex trader to be a day trader. What you need to pay attention to this strategy is that we take analysis from 1 week time frame. So, when we get to the 1 week time frame, what we do is we tend to take price actions like this. For instance, from the 1 week time frame, we take price actions like this, and sometimes it happens to be that we have several numerous lines, okay, and then we take trend lines like this. So what this does for us is that it helps us to be able to spot when we go to the lower time frames. We're able to spot there are some spaces and gap which appears more like maybe taking out maybe a particular line. So we're able to see a gap between here and here. And considering many other factors, we're able to now say, okay, we're going to be taking an entry from this price action, which we're going to put stop loss on maybe probably the next price action, and then we're going to take profit on a particular projected price action, and we make such entries. So this is what we come up with after we have been able to mark price actions from higher time frames to lower time frames. That's how we spot our day trading strategy. So I'm going to quickly take out this drawing and then show you what I mean on our charts. Alright, so quickly on our charts, we're going to look at how we take this. So first of all, you have to look at the trend. So what's the trend here? It's obviously a downtrend. So this is it, right? It's obviously a downtrend. So we'll be expecting this trend to break before we confirm if we're going on an uptrend. And then there's a counter trend here that we're expecting to break. So after confirming these two trends, the next thing you're going to be doing is to confirm the price action lines. So how do you confirm that? You're going to take your horizontal ray line, pick this first rejection, pick this second rejection. So these are the price action lines, key levels from higher time frame, which we now spot entries from the lower time frames, key levels from higher time frames. Those are our price action lines. Okay, so we've drawn that already from the 1 week time frame. We go to 24 hours time frame. 24 hours time frame is not very different from 1 week time frame. Not very different from 1 week time frame. You just look, when you see a difference, you mark it. Like there's a difference here, I'm gonna mark it. I'm gonna mark this. Then I think there's a difference here, I'm gonna mark on this, and I think that'll be all. On 24 hours time, the trend line is still the same. We go straight to the 4 hour time frame. What do we do from 4 hour time frame? First of all, we're going to be marking out the high for the day and the low for the day by turning on our session break on settings, markets, turn on event, because we don't trade news. So which may most likely be the two candles that starts the week. We mark the high, okay, with a red line, okay, and then we mark the low, okay, with a red line. So the high we call the buy region for the week. We call the buy region for the week. Okay. So we color it green because green is more like the buy side for us. We clone that particular buy region for the week. Okay. And we edit it to be sell region for the week. So we turn the buy to sell. then we turn the color to red. So we use red for sell region. Okay, so this is what we do from 4 hours. On this 4 hours time frame, after we have identified our buy region for the week and our sell region for the week, we pay attention to the price actions that have not yet been spotted on the 24 hours and the 1 week time frame. Of course, I've been able to see some price rejection lines which I can take note of. I can pick this, I can pick this. These are very key zones for me, and they're going to be helping me make certain market decisions when I begin to trade during my trading time. So I want you to pay attention to every simple detail that I'm giving in this beautiful strategy to help you to be able to succeed in the forex market and for you to win perfectly in this market. Okay, so after we have, okay, I can see one here. Now, of course, this particular price action would cover for the 1 hour time frame, so we will not need to bother ourselves with drawing price action lines again on the 1 hour time frame. Okay, though we have to still look to see if there's any. Okay, I can see one here. I can pick this and this. I think those are the only. Okay, I can see one here. All right, now take note, we are going to be taking our entries from a lower time frame. We're going to be taking our entries from a lower time frame, so pay not much attention to the fact that these lines are more than usual, in case you're not used to many lines. All right, so we'll go straight to 15 minutes time frame, which is going to be our entry time frame. So what are we going to be looking at for in this time frame? We're going to be looking out for psychological levels. We're not going to draw price actions on this level, and again we're going to take trend. Okay, we're going to take trend. We're going to identify this trend line, after which we're going to take psychological level. So what are psychological levels? Psychological levels are key levels where it is where the banks and institutions usually take their trading entries from. Okay, so from the current position where price is, where is most likely our psychological level? All you need to do is you're going to drop the horizontal ray line. We usually make our psychological level in blue. So after dropping the line, all you need to do is psychological level are round number. So what is the closest round number using 50 pips for each of them that is close to 216? The closest will be 215. Okay, so when you take out the zeros, you put 215. That's the closest psychological level. So how do you get the next one? Just drop the line. The next one is upward. You are going to add 50 pips. Downward, you're going to reduce it. So when you add 50 pips upward, it's going to be 220. Okay, and then when you subtract 50 pips downward, it's going to give you 210. Okay, so those are the closest psychological levels that are close to your current price. Okay, so what are we going to be doing now? We're going to be looking out for when price gets to our psychological level, and then our trend lines. So with that, we're going to have what we call our key factors in making an entry. What are those factors? Number one is we're going to look out for the trend. What is the trend? The trend will tell us whether we should make market entry decisions. The next one is psychological level. Okay, we're going to be looking at for psychological levels. Okay, so it's priced on our psychological level. If it is, then we're going to make some certain decisions there. We're going to look at price actions. Of course, you've seen my price action lines. And then we're going to look at news. Of course, we don't trade news, so whenever price is on the news side, we take a break and then we continue our trade afterwards. Okay, so if we are holding any position, we close it because we are day traders. We don't hold long trades. All right, so after news, the next factor will be, so we have trend, psychological levels,
price actions, news, then we have region. Okay, I said we have the buy region and the sell region. So where is the region where price is? Then you can be able to make certain decisions. So like I usually tell you, in the buy region you have to look for short sells and longer buys. In the sell regions you have to pay attention to longer sells and shorter buys, because that means price will be having more of sales, frequent sales, than in the buy regions. So that's why you need to pay attention to those things. So we have trend lines, we have psychological levels, we have price actions, we have news, we have region. Okay, so these are 5 factors. I think there's another one. We have pattern. So these are the 6 factors. I hope this makes you win your trades, because with these 6 factors you can be able to make accurate decisions in taking trade entries. Okay, so let me bring the sell region for the week so it can be very clear, then bring the buy region for the week closer so it can be very clear to you. All right, so how do you make your entries? I'm going to quickly tell you that now. It's very simple. So when you look, you observe that in this particular zone, if okay, let me just use this side. Price got in here, got reacted in this price action, made some decisions here, got reacted here, came and broke. The moment it broke this level, that's an entry for you. And then it came and rested on the psychological level, came back and retested this same price action level, it broke it, came to this side, tested it and swung for a while, broke it again, broke the psychological level, went straight to the next price action. So if I'm going to be taking my entries, it's a very simple thing. All I need to do is, when I want to take, for instance, this entry, I don't need to go long for this particular position, because this is neither a buy region or sell region for the week. So that's why I cannot decide of whether I should go long. So what I do here is, I'm going to be targeting this, even if I'm going to target down to the psychological level, okay, based on what I'm seeing in the market movement, because this is a pure trend. It's a pure trend. So usually when price wants to walk opposite of a trend, it usually will clear and take out all the liquidities, taking out the little liquidities on the trends, going to the major liquidity point, which is here. I use green boxes for my liquidity points. So this is the liquidity point, this is the liquidity point. So you could see obviously that price went straight to the liquidity point. So I can target this entry straight down to the next psychological level. So that's what this particular strategy can do for you. So, but one thing I do which helps me in successful entries is, the moment price gets to this price action, I'll be looking at for break even or closing, because there's going to be a reversal. Obviously, we already have 3 consecutive candles confirming a reversal. So, and you can see the reversal came to retest, though it did not get back to our entries. But that one alone, if price for any reason decides to begin to push upward, you have missed that entry. So it's best that for every price action, you either take your profit, you close the trade, secure your profit, then observe to see what the market is going to do. Of course, you can see it went backward, gave a bullish movement, and then came back. So that means this was a retest. So price needed to take out some liquidities in this level before making the bearish move that was going to the psychological level. So this is how you are going to be making your entries decisions with this particular strategy. So this is the best strategy ever. You don't need to worry yourself. Once you are able to understand this strategy, you keep on winning trades. Look at this. This is a very good entry. all you need to do is you pay attention to this liquidity point. Okay, you can see what is happening at this liquidity point. So price came because of that liquidity. So smart money came here and took all the liquidities at this level. Okay, so all the liquidities at this level were taken. So pay attention to the trend. You see that because this trend is coming from a very high time frame, so what happens is each time price touches the trend, it serves like a point of resistance. You can see it here. You can see same thing is repeating here, even though it has retested on a psychological level and might be breaking that trend for the first time. Okay, but that gave these two entries. This first one, so let's say when price got to this trend line and got rejected, let's say we're able to make an entry. Let me show you how to use these factors which we have listed in our entries in our trading zone. Okay, so remember that this is the buy region for the week, so you're going to go short. Okay, so target short trade. So if you make this entry, all you need to do is the moment price gets to the first price action level, you're going to break even. So you can see there was no retest, price kept going down. Okay, so you begin to aim the next price action level for a close, but you can see that price got rejected. If it was me, I'm going to close this trade immediately. Okay, so remember we are still in the buy region for the week. If you confirm a bullish movement here, you can decide to go bullish from this point. You can decide to go bullish from this point. Okay, so you go bullish in this manner. You take your entry from this point and then you target up to the next liquidity point. Okay, so that's your entry point, and then your stop loss should just be after this rejection here. That's the best place to hide your stop loss. So you can see that price kept on buying until it got here. Okay, so we're going to stop this entry here. Can you spot another entry? Now just look at how this beautiful strategy is giving us several entries. That's one entry, two entry. With these two entries alone, you have made enough profit for the day. You can decide to close for the day. Remember, this is the best day trader strategy. So you're not trading weekly, you're trading daily. So with that profit, you can actually decide to close. So now, I told you that each time price gets to the trend line, we should be looking for a long move because it's a huge resistance because it's coming from a higher time frame. So you can see what price did. Okay, stop loss should just be just a little bit above the liquidity point. When price got to the to the trend line, it gave a rejection here, proving that this liquidity has been confirmed. And then there was a bearish move. For me, I'm going to close or break even at the first price action level, which is this, which happens to be the retest. That means I'm going to take another entry from there, which I'm going to observe to see if it will break this. So I'm going to use break even at this point. If I spot any reverse, I'll be closing that trade. And you can see that there was a strong bearish candle which broke that price action level and price kept going down and down. So this is what we call rainfall. Price kept dropping until the final take profit. So I want to admonish that if you need to understand this strategy more, I do weekly reviews, I do weekly analysis. So you can join me on my live weekly analysis every Mondays by 6 a.m. so we can do this together in case you're having difficulties in understanding what I just taught you. Then also you can join my weekly review live sessions on Saturday where we review what we've done during the week, and then we make certain decisions that will help us in the following week. All right, let me show you something about what I just taught you now. So this is the 24-hour time frame. and in 24 hours time frame, let's assume we want to see how we can take trades from this point, or let's say we want to take trade from this point. Let's exit this. Let's see how we can take trades from this point. Okay, so how do you do that? Our price action lines are ready. So this is how to do it. You're going to play, let's see. So each time price breaks key levels for us for our price action, we're looking at taking entries, whether bearish or bullish. So if we see bullish break, we go bullish. If we see bearish break, okay, that's a bearish break, but it was faster than me to stop. Okay, so because of this bearish break that has broken this price action line, I'm going to be taking my bearish move. Okay, that confirms my bearish move. That's how I use this strategy. So where am I targeting? I'm going to be targeting the next price action line or the next liquidity grab. Let's see what price does. Okay, so there's a reversal at that point and price begins to reverse. So I'm going to close. Let me see what price does completely. So at this point where price begins to swing, I might decide to close the trade to secure my profits. I might not have the patience to wait for it, but I think it's going to hit it. Okay, so that means price eventually hits our TP. So you see how conscious I am when I'm dealing with price actions. I'm very conscious. Now I'm looking out for my next entry. That's my entry. Price came here and broke this level. So there's a change of character there and a BOS. So that confirms my entry. So you see I come in with a retest, which is a beautiful way to come into any trade. So let's assume I enter this trade at this point. My stop loss is just a little bit here. My take profit should be just at the next liquidity grab, which is here. That's how to make the entry. So you just see price go straight to hit your TP. So did you see that? So price has gotten to our TP. So we're waiting for another entry. How do you make the entry? You're going to wait for price to break a price action level with a bearish or a bullish move. So if it's bearish, you start looking for bearish entry. If it's bullish, you start looking for bullish entry. So we're going to keep watching. Don't be in a hurry. Patience is very key when it comes to trading. Okay? So I know you might be thinking those are real breaks. This is a break. This is a break. But for now, because of this particular one, I might not know if I should go long because of the area. I might not know if I should go long. I might just go a short. Stop loss should just be at few pips, maybe 20 pips away from the entry point. So I want to look at history for this. Okay, so price is just here. Okay, if it breaks this point, then it will be going here. So in that case, I'm going to look out to see if it will break. If it will break, then I'll make the entry. So let me take out the entry first because history is showing me something else. So let's see if it's going to break. Okay, so let's play, see how I make my decisions. So if it doesn't break, I'm not going to take that entry. So you can see it did not break, so I will not take that entry. So that's a risky zone. That's why sometimes you say that AI is targeting your stop loss. You actually made a wrong entry. It's not every stop loss AI is targeting. This is a good break in structure. This is a good break of structure and a beautiful entry. So all I need to do is to take this entry quickly and make cool money. My stop loss will just be at this price action level. And then I don't know if I think I can try this same point. But that's the next liquidity grab. Let's see if it will be us. Let's see if price will be us. Okay, so at this point, part of what I've been explaining to you now, we can't get every entry correctly. That's why you have to be very careful. part of what I've been explaining to you, if you took this entry from here and price got to this price action level, you could actually take your profit here, to save yourself some losses, or you break even before this reversal happened. So that trade, after hitting this price action, went to our stop loss. So let's look out for another entry. Let's look out for another entry. Okay, that's a good break. Let's confirm it fully. Let it break this liquidity gap. Okay, this liquidity gap which we're waiting for at the other time, because of the history experience here. Now I told you then price should be going to this liquidity zone. Okay, there's a liquidity zone here. That's the next place price is coming to, just here. So that would be my take profits for that particular entry. So if I'm going to make that entry, of course, it's what we are playing is already late, so don't go fully by what we are playing. Just pay attention to the logic and the system I'm explaining to you. Use it for your trade and win your trades. So we know price is going to that next liquidity grab, so I'm going to put that as my take profits. Then my stop loss should just be a little bit beneath this other liquidity grab. Okay. Oh, price only broke this level. Okay, yeah, we're intact. So let's see if it's going to reverse. Let's see what plays in this case. It retested and then went straight to the liquidity grab. So that's how to make these entries. So thank you for spending time to watch my videos. I've already told you, join my live sessions, my weekly review, Mondays live session for weekly analysis, 6 a.m. Just contact us on Facebook or on Instagram, and we can add you to our community, where we have free mentorship and then we have paid mentorship. So it depends on whichever one you want. Subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you can be able to get updates when I post new videos. And also, like I said, joining the weekly review and the weekly analysis will enable you to be able to understand better this strategy. Until next time with my videos, see you.